Hello, my name is Kara Thompson, and this is EcoMap video number 1. I chose to do John because I felt like his story should be explained more. I put that his social systems would be school, family, health, and his safety. For family, it was a mom, Jessica, that loves him to death, but doesn't see him as much due to work. An aunt who is his main day provider. A grandmother who doesn't understand his diagnosis, and a father who has physically abused him and currently stalks him and his family, or his ex-wife. For school, I put that he's in a self-contained kindergarten special ed class. He's around other developmentally disabled kids all day long. He receives speech therapy and occupational therapy, and that he's not advancing as well as the family would like. For safety, some weaknesses, I put that he was physically abused by his father, who still lives 2 blocks away and currently watches the house to see what the mother's doing. Um, and that he has an unsupportive environment because his mom is afraid to let him go outside due to bullying, and she doesn't want to take the chance of him, having even more emotional damage. A strength that I put for his safety is actually that he has shown enough progress that his family trusts him to go outside, but his mother just doesn't trust other kids to react to him in the proper manner. For his health, I put autism because it affects his behavior, his communication skills, and his self-help skills. I put that his mom is concerned the help that he's getting at school is not enough because he's not progressing at the rate that she thinks that he should. I'd put that the fact that the father lived in clothes is a constant reminder of the abuse and detrimental to his health. I also put that Jessica, who's his mom, may be putting more pressure on him and maybe trying to force him to do things at a greater pace with autism. Everybody, has their own pace. Um, I put that it could be an effect on John's health because he doesn't get to see his mom as much, and it could be an effect because his grandmother doesn't understand his diagnosis, and also because he doesn't go outside to interact with other kids because his mother is afraid of what the kids might say or do to him. Family is so important is because the mom and John, rely heavily on Sue, and they don't really know, if she'll be able to help out forever. He's only in kindergarten right now, so he has a whole life of, to go through. The grandma is not supportive because she feels like this is Jessica's fault. She's done something wrong, and that's why John is like this. And everybody's afraid of the dad, so that puts added stress on everybody because they always have to think about, is he going to attack? Is he going to do something? For school, I would say the mom is questioning if the services are really helping, which it might be, but she just might have so much going on, in her world that she just doesn't see. She wants him to get better, so fast. It's just not meeting her standards. For safety, is the mother fear of the ex-husband that he might come around, that he might do something, and fear for her son that if she lets him go out on his own, do things, and be around other kids, that he could also get hurt. And for health, everybody's afraid of John's autism because it sets him so back, and it's a bigger strain on the family that's already have so many strains against them, and it may be doing more harm to saying the school is not doing what they're supposed to or what I think they should supposed to, or he's not advancing, and you don't know the effect that may have on John's. I chose the applied psychodynamic theory. If you notice on my EcoMap that all these have solid lines, but they always also have plus signs because even though things have a positive effect, they also have a negative effect too. I feel like this theory relates to school and health with the root metaphor that the environment is like a mountain and its levels with challenging climbing spots. Life as a continuous ascent with the life stages as challenging climbing spots. In layman terms, this means the step a person needs to take in order to be successful in life, that they must face all changes and progress to the next stage, and any failures can be detrimental to their future. I feel like this I feel like this theory relates to, the EcoMap because one of the root metaphors is the person is like a wild beast or barely tamed animal that's very difficult to control. That isn't necessarily about John, but it's around the people that surround him because John has to rely on his school, his programs, his mother, his aunt, his mother protecting him from his dad, and you don't know, if the school is actually going to help him, if his mom can really protect him from his dad, his aunt is always going to be there, if his mother can really provide the necessary resources that he may need. So all these things are out of John's control, and he has to just, I mean, and for family, it relates to this theory because it says the environment is like an archaeological dig. Remnants of earlier societies can be uncovered and used to help understand the past and its influences on later societies. This means that John's past and present environment affects how his future will be. The mother is not around as much. His father has abused him. His grandmother blames his mom for John's condition. His aunt may not always be there, and if she wasn't there and they didn't have her, I don't think his mom would know what to do. And it also says that the mother doesn't have a stable support system and can't provide John with one, and he can't use the tools to cope with life if he doesn't have any. He's going through all these things are going around him, and he's only in kindergarten and he doesn't understand all these adult situations, and he may never understand all these adult situations. And although his family is a loving environment, it also could be, detrimental because it's not a supportive one. They have a lot of love for each other, but they don't support each other, and they don't understand how his, sickness is a time to come together and time to be a unit. This theory is to help us to understand the working and power of the mind. This theory talks about how people must progress in life and face challenges head on, how your past affects how you react to your future, and how the bad parts of us and our lives can cause more problems if they're not forcefully controlled. And that was my outlook on John, his family, and applied psychodynamic theory. I hope you enjoyed.